I feel like what you are needing to let go of is this sense of like not connecting with yourself, and then thereby allowing yourself to kind of vibrate to more low vibrational pursuits that are not um, truly allowing your highest aspect of yourself to kind of speak through. Okay. So where this pertains to finances, I feel like you're disconnected, like you're not quite connected to your highest source. Okay. You could be more connected with your materiality or other energies that are not quite the best, most fruitful energy for you. Now, it could be because doing so is allowing you to pursue a position of authority, a position of financial abundance. But, with all of this red and like the energy here, what's really coming out to me, I'm feeling like with these iron shoes, this kind of speaks to me of like combativeness, aggressiveness, taking something and kind of, this is aggressively going after finances in a way that's more kind of cutthroat, but it's a way that I would say used to be respected more as the only way to go after currency. Um, I feel as if you are perhaps going after building up finances in a way that you may not feel comfortable with, that you may not feel is the most I won't say moral, but it's not the most in alignment with who you are. You may feel like you have to be in this energy in order to be successful, but this is saying that if you want to increase your flow of abundance and your feeling of wealth, again, remember, this doesn't have anything to do with how much money you actually have, but more so the energy that you have around it. Okay. I'm also hearing with this that Kanye West song, "No One Man Should Have All That Power." The clock's ticking. I just count the hours. So it's like, this man. If you look at his eyes, I don't know if you can see that, they look kind of shifty, like he's looking to see, who's trying to come get my stuff. Because when you're in that kind of a system and you're moving in that way, it's like you have to be concerned about who's going to come knock you off. Well, I don't want to say knock you off. I hope that's not what it is. Oh, Lord. Ooh. You have to be concerned about who's going to try to take you off your throne and try to take your place, because there's only so many spaces like this that people can sit in. And if this is the only way that you could be abundant, everyone can't be the boss. Everyone can't be the one that's in charge and controlling and dominating, because who would be dominated over, So it's the sense of always feeling like you have to be the most dominant in order to maintain something. So what you can do here in order to free up this energy here, what you can work on with this Four of Cups here, I think, is the sense of looking at what you don't have and not accepting opportunities to be truly grateful and have enough for what you need. So with these Three Cups here, I'm really picking up this person needing to kind of ground themselves in what's actually important for their lives in that moment, not just off of what other people say that you need, but like, what do you actually need when you're not needing to prove your mental, physical, whatever prowess to others, and be grateful for all of this that's coming to you from, source, Gaia, God, whatever you call it. You have what you need. It's being given to you. You don't have to be in this energy to get it, which is really not comfortable. This man looks very uncomfortable. And also, like, I'm seeing this ball here. Like, this also reminds me of, what is this? It's like someone has to sit with like an iron ball. Because I was saying iron shoes. Like, this is all like Mars energy to me so much. But this is like where a person has to sit and hold the iron ball. And then if they drop it, then, they have to focus and hold on to it or something. And it's like you can't even move. Like, you have to sit there and hold this and, don't drop the ball. Literally, don't drop the ball is what I'm saying here. So instead of living like that, you can have your stuff divinely shifted to you and, brought to you. And you don't have to fight and look over your shoulder and, wait for somebody to come take you off your throne. And, you have what you need, but you have to ground yourself into a space where you allow that to happen and you allow yourself to receive it. Okay. I feel like this, with these 3 cups, I'm also thinking of the 3 of Cups, where it's about community and people celebrating and being happy because they're a part of a group. So this could be getting the appreciation and the applause and credit from people for having. And I think I actually saw that somewhere, where there was a study that said, if a person had to choose between whether or not they wanted to be paid like $1 million or $2 million for salary, and be a janitor. Okay. And like, there's nothing wrong with being a janitor, but just for the sake of this illustration, for illustrative purposes, if you had to be a janitor and you were getting paid $1 million, or let's say $2 million, or if you got to be the CEO of a $1 billion company and get paid $50,000 a year, what would you rather do? And there were many people, and I feel like it may have been the majority. I'm not sure. I'd have to check, but actually, I'm not going to check, but somebody could check. It was like the majority of people, I believe, wanted to be the CEO of this company and get paid $50,000 as opposed to getting paid $1 million or $2 million to clean the toilets, because it was all about sitting in this energy and being seen by people and having the control. Is about control and power. So I feel like that says a lot about energy and finances and money too, that, it's not so much about how much you have to spend. It's about the energy that you receive from it. And that means to me that means more to us, that we can intuitively pick that up. Like, we know that means something and it matters enough to where we would rather have the power than to have the currency. We just associate the power with currency because, currently people that are in those kinds of positions that are dominant and, kind of lording over others are given lots of money. But it would be interesting to know that if they were not given that money, would they still want to do it? And it sounds like that would be the case still. So we're kind of rewarding a personality style. Okay. So with the outcome energy here, we have the Page of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So to me, this is saying to be mindful and observant over the actions that you're taking, being aware of how it impacts your environment, how your words and your actions come together to impact others, particularly if you're having to be in this energy of being shifty-eyed and kind of looking to see who's coming over your shoulder. Lots of red here, lots of Mars energy for me, which is what? Mars, the god of war, I believe. And yeah, underneath this, the deck here is speaking about being able to give money out. It could be that you like being in a position to where you control where the money goes to. And so that's what this could be saying too, is be aware that if you're in these kind of positions, be mindful of how you are, what kind of energy you're putting out, because what the finances that you have and how you receive it is also putting energy out. Okay. The way you get it is also what you're going to get back. So like you can be in this energy of taking, forcing it to be given to you, or the energy of receiving and having what you need. Okay, let's get an oracle card here. And then we'll do one more spread to go on because I've been here for about an hour. It says, take a divinely guided chance. So, all positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar, but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. So, this to me is saying that you need to take a chance and perhaps allow these 3 cups that you are currently holding on to, which may not be fulfilling you, which might be giving you stress, which might be feeding more of your ego, but not quite so much of your heart and your sense of peace and contentedness. And allow yourself to let go of what makes you feel the most comfortable, which is sitting in a position of power that is perhaps very stressful for you. And allow yourself to create the room for new opportunities and new things to open up for you. Because, it might be new. It'll be a totally different environment, totally different way of doing things. But I'm picking up that overall, it would give you a lot more peace, which will allow your energy to flow more freely and return back to you in the form of currency.